Wikipedia halts AI summary trial after editor backlash. The free encyclopedia terminated a 2-week test of AI-powered simple article summaries. That was...
Sorry, I'm going to leave you guys for this one. I'm just going to run to the washroom and I'll be right back.
They terminated it early after massive backlash from their community of volunteer editors and contributors. I recently did my first ever actual real Wikipedia contribution, and it seems to have been accepted, so go me. The AI summaries were placed at the top of articles above the existing human written article summaries, known as the lead in the Wikipedia community. The AI section was tagged as unverified and included a disclaimer that the AI does not follow Wikipedia's accepted editorial process. Feedback from the editor community was immediate and overwhelmingly negative, as it should have been, ranging from yuck and catastrophic decision to essays tearing apart the quality of the demo summaries, which I think you need that whole range to really tear something down. So good job. And others arguing that AI summaries do not align with the community's values and that such features will do immediate and irreversible harm to our reputation, which honestly, I think is true. Many editors have suggested they'll stop time. Oh, I guess I get it. Time donations, sure. Time and monetary donations if AI features go forward. Discussion question. How reliable do you consider Wikipedia? Does adding AI summaries make it more or less reliable? I will say, back in my day when we were in school, teachers would not allow us to cite Wikipedia as a source. Now, the clever people would cite the sources that Wikipedia cited as a source and then just run with that. But some people didn't. Apparently, people are saying they're still not allowed to. And that's kind of fair, I guess, because you should probably cite the source that Wikipedia used. But I do generally see Wikipedia as pretty reliable. Adding AI summaries, yeah, that would make me immediately not treat it as reliable. Like, instantly. But I would also just scroll past the AI summary.
Are we talking about citations from AI? Because that would greatly enhance the Google AI results. If I could just check the citations.
Can you not?
No, they're not there that I'm aware of. How to make chocolate chip cookies, I don't know. Seriously, how's there no AI result? Seriously?
There's no...
Where's your AI summary?
I don't know.
Yeah, the one time I want it.
Yeah. That's weird.
How do I build a PC here?
Yeah, because I thought it
There
did.
we go. I got an AI overview.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this here. How did I not notice that?
Yeah.
So how's it gonna cite every one of these? That's not a...
Well, this is often how you find out that it's just making junk up.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, I was looking down here, so I'm an idiot,
Where
I
you
guess.
would expect.
I was looking down here, and I was expecting, a comprehensive thing of, all the links instead of just being here.
Somebody in Full Paint Chat, Binky Draws, says, I wouldn't trust Wikipedia for contentious topics and public figures. And yeah, I think it's more, I would trust it based on the topic.
I've definitely found sites that are far less accurate than Wikipedia. And my point of reference would be information about people that I know, information about myself, or information about, Luke and stuff like that. There's definitely communities and sources of information that I'm just you just obviously make things up and you have no idea what you're talking about. Whereas Wikipedia, even though there are little details that are wrong, it's generally
pretty good.
It's generally pretty close. Here, let's have a look at my Wikipedia. Yes, I'm Canadian. Yes, I'm a YouTuber. I'm known for channels that cover technology. Pretty good. I disagree with the way that they're measuring this. You can't just add subscriber counts like that.
Really work.
It doesn't really mean anything. But they're not.
It's not technically inaccurate.
Yeah, they're not
wrong. It just
wrong.
doesn't mean anything.
Yes, this is true. Founder, former chief executive, on to step down and took the role of chief vision officer. And okay, boom, that takes you to that. Yep, so far pretty good.
Wait, from 2007, you were a presenter for NCIX?
Wait, no. Wait, yes.
Technology videos in 2007?
No, yeah, that's wrong. Thank you, Luke. And I think I went past 2013 as well.
You did.
I did. So this date is wrong. Yeah, okay.
Give it like 30 minutes and somebody will have that updated with this as a citation.
I am the only source. So as a primary source, I think this is kind of, I don't think, is that how biographies work? That would be an autobiography, probably, I guess. Don't you have to check with a third-party source before you can have a biography of someone?
What is the source for that?
I also grew up on a hobby farm. I did not grow up on a real farm. I have always made sure to distinguish between that we raised animals versus that we did it commercially. There were a couple of occasions where we engaged in...
I didn't actually know that's what that distinction was.
A little bit of commercial activity. We sold eggs to like a local natural health food store at some point, but that was over a very short period of time. So I grew up on a hobby farm, not the same thing. I've been married to Yvonne Ho since, nope, that is not our anniversary date, but maybe I spread that misinformation on purpose. I'm actually not sure. Source is Bixby Showcase. Okay. Father of 3 children, son, 2 daughters. That is accurate. So, I mean, we can keep going if you guys are into it.
That's not your signature.
It's, was it 2006 you just said for NCIX?
This has from 2007 to 2013.
Refresh the page.
Refresh the page?
I told you.
What?
People have theoretically already fixed it.
Well, yeah, okay, that's fine, but like let's not do that. That's not the point of this exercise right now. Was asked to be the host, which is Sebastian shot videos with the camera borrowed from the son of the company's president. That is true, but I am the only source of that piece of information. So, I could be an unreliable person. This is not true. This is this is 100% incorrect. It was actually due to high production costs and excellent viewership during the early days of the NCIX Tech Tips channel. That was the reason I was instructed to create Linus Tech Tips as a cheaper offshoot. The problem, why would anybody create a sequel of this? Why? What do you like? That's a fundamental, complete misunderstanding, not only of what I said, but also of just any reason for anyone doing anything ever. And I'm not trying to like be mean or anything right now. I'm just trying to draw a little bit of attention here to the way that things can be not just misrepresented but fundamentally the world misunderstood to such a degree that in your attempt to interpret what someone else is saying, you could completely miss the point in a way that just would obviously make no sense.
You could have also just like derped a sentence, and that is the one that ended up getting quoted in there or whatever.
I guess that's possible.
A lot of things are said.
I've derped things before. That is a
thing that happens to all. So
it was actually because viewership was good and growing, and our brand partners wanted more. But the costs and, more importantly, the time investment was too high. And so we had to find a way to produce videos faster so that we could have more videos up on our product pages without putting this amount of time into them.
And my comment there bolsters your argument of having multiple sources for one piece of information.
Yes.
Because it's less likely you might have like someone who misquoted or whatever.
Tiger Direct TV was absolutely a competitor in the early days. Newegg came later, after us, if I recall correctly. Linus Tech Tips was created, found Linus Media Group following a dispute regarding company management. That's vague enough that I would say that's probably fine. There was a lot more to it than just the non-compete. I also signed a long-term agreement to help them build their team, which included the hiring of Riley, actually, who now works here. So there was a bit more to it, but yes, a non-compete clause was a critical part of this negotiation. That much I would categorize as incomplete, but correct. Stepping down as chief executive officer, creative role, and continues to be involved with writing and production. Yes, it's true. I'm involved in more than just writing and production. You can't have a vision for a company that does a lot more than just make media without being involved in other things. Controversy emerged via an investigative video by YouTube creator Gamers Nexus. I think you mean hit piece. There were investigative elements of it, but let's not mince words at this point. I've had a chance to show our side of the story at this point, so let's not pretend it's anything other than what it was, which described issues specific to both Sebastian as an individual and of Linus Media Group as a whole. The report detailed how negatively reviewed a prototype water block. That was never a review, never called it a review, and it never was. Billet Labs, despite installing it on hardware for which it was not designed. So there's a lot of little details that have not been updated here. Sebastian also failed to return the water block to Billet Labs. Sebastian had nothing to do with it. Sebastian found out about it when the hit piece went up. I knew nothing about us being asked to return it because we're an organization that at that time was already close to 100 people. So this is true. Systemic issues relating to, systemic issues. Yeah, there were systemic issues that, and that's the part that is accurate that I got to own, right? Like that's the thing. It's just because I'm saying some of these things are wrong doesn't mean that all of them were wrong. Mm-hmm. The company paused video production while it investigated the claims. That is true. This is also true. Personal life. Said his favorite YouTubers were, yeah, that's something. I'll be honest with you. I threw out Total Biscuit because he was one of the only names of YouTubers that I knew. I've never really watched a ton of YouTube, but he was my favorite in the sense that I had talked to him and he seemed cool. I don't know if I ever actually watched one of his videos all the way through though. But at the time, that was probably also true of Marquez and Austin because I just didn't have time to watch YouTube. This is true. And this is true. Oh, great. These are the 3 things in my personal life. Multi-factor authentication fatigue attack. Nice.
Wait, 2023 multi-factor authentication fatigue attack?
Oh, wait.
2023?
No, that's not what kind it was.
No,
this was the hack.
Yeah.
That's not what happened at all.
Yeah.
Luke caught another one.
What's that citation? Where did they reference that?
Oh, here, I'll click it. It was our video. So the citation is right. My channel was deleted last night, but the interpretation of it is completely wrong. It was actually a cookie hijacking attack.
Yeah, it was a screensaver file that was supposed to be it was disguised as a PDF, and then they session hijacked.
So this was an interesting exercise, I hope, for people in...
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Assassin's Creed has been based the whole time. Let's go!
And here's what I'll say, though. I'll repeat what I said before we started this. Compared to almost any other source that I have found, Wikipedia is worlds more accurate.
Quite good.
In terms of the things that I actually know, like the details of my own life.
And one of the really cool things about just
more accurate.
Wikipedia as a system is as you correct those types of things, when people update it, if it gets changed back to something that's wrong, then there's like a back and forth and they kind of like fight it out, and there's now this piece of information, like in your own argument, you're saying like you need 2 different references for something. This is still information just coming from you about these things, so like it's not technically perfect, and yada 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 yada.
Yes, you're right. Sorry, it was a session token, not a session cookie. I misspoke. Which I can do. What a perfect illustration of Luke's point.
Yeah. Me when I'm like 15 or something. Yeah, desktop background. Yeah.
I still have that as a duvet.
So edgy. So edgy.
It was such a sick game, dude.
Raxus is on fire tonight. Reading Wikipedia is so inaccurate. Watching every single WAN show is far more reliable.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't change between week to week.
What are we even talking about? What's our topic right now? I don't remember where we started.
Wikipedia, AI summaries.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, we're not even that far off.
Yeah, AI summaries of, as you can see, not accurate information.
Bad.
But we're going down the translation of a translation chain, and it almost never leads to good results.
Can I just say as well, they said here, like there's what do they call it, the lead or something? Yeah, the article summaries written by humans, known as the lead on Wikipedia, are good. Like, I don't think we needed this, to be honest. Like, usually if I'm scrolling down in a Wikipedia article, it's because I have read the lead, I kind of understand what's going on, and I just desire for more information. The summary is already very good. Like, people do... Wikipedia is a wild thing that it exists at all, and I cherish it.